Get started in Supta Baddha Konasana. So come to lie all the way down on your mats on your back and bring your heels and big toes to touch and draw your knees out wide. Start to place one hand on your heart, the other on your belly. And just start to settle into this space. Friends, thank you all so much for joining me this morning, for allowing me to guide you through your practice. And as you start to take this moment here to settle in, just start to notice where you're at right now. Start to notice your heartbeat as you bring your hand on your chest. Start to notice the automatic rise and fall of your belly and start to feel each muscle. Where is there tension in the body? Where are you feeling tight? Where are you feeling more open? And just start to dive into this idea of tuning into your present self. We'll be doing this a lot throughout class. So as an intention, as we start to move forward this morning, I invite you to commit to this idea of staying in the most present version of yourself. So a lot of the time, our minds tend to wander into the future, into the past, where we may be going in our flow or where things that are going on outside of the mat have to creep into our thoughts. But this morning, how can you start to bring your thoughts, bring your awareness, your attention completely back to this present version of yourself? And without judgment, without fear at all, with anything that's going on in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, just start to feel this sense of connection to where you are right this moment. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth, exhale, sigh it out. One more deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Notice yourself as you start to feel a little lighter to the mat. Gently start to open your eyes. Start to bring some small movements in your wrists and your fingers. Rotate your wrists in circles. Wiggle your fingers. Then start to bring your palms to your thighs as you guide your knees together like a bow. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock from side to side. Give your low back some love, some nice release. Then bring your knees directly over your hips, and then bring the soles of your feet down to the mat. So keep this bend in your legs. The soles of your feet are planted on the mat. Then draw your arms out long by your side. Walk your heels in a bit so that your fingertips start to graze your heels. Bring your knees over your hips. Take a breath out. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips off of the mat. Squeeze your thighs together, press into your heels. Then as you inhale, lift your right leg high towards the sky, three-legged bridge. Exhale, figure forward bridge. Bring your right heel over your left thigh. Press your heel into your thigh, and then press into your left heel to continue to lift your hip off of the mat. Maybe you roll onto your shoulder blades. As you inhale, re-extend your leg back long towards the sky. Then as you exhale, release your right foot down. As you inhale, reach your left leg high towards the sky. Exhale, figure four on the left. Cross your heel over to your right. Continue to breathe as you fire up through your right thigh. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, start to release your left foot towards the mat, then roll your back down so that your hips come towards the mat. Release all the way down. We'll start with our core. So bring your knees to step over your hips. Start to interlace your fingers behind your head. Keep your elbows out wide. We'll prepare for yogi bicycle, so take a breath in. As you exhale, lift your shoulders, twist your left elbow towards your right knee. Then extend your left leg to hover off of the mat. Inhale, come through center, but keep your shoulders lifted off of the mat. As you exhale, we'll twist towards the left. Bring your right elbow towards your left knee. As you inhale, come through center. Exhale, twist to the right. We take it center, right, center, left. Continue to squeeze your belly in towards your spine. Now leave your elbows out nice and wide here so they're away from your vision as you're using your obliques to make that connection from your elbows to your knees. You got this, team. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Hold at the center in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause at center here. Your knees are over your hips. Your shoulders are still lifted off of the mat. Bring your gaze up towards the sky and lift your chest up. We'll pulse. Take small movements here as you bring your chest up towards your knees. We pulse. Exhale. Exhale here for 4. Lower your shoulders to the mat in 3, 2, 1. Release your shoulders to the mat. Take a breath here. We'll start to add on. So take a breath in. As you exhale, lift your shoulders. Hold here. Now start to lower your heels towards the mat with your knees bent. So we lower slowly for 3, 2, 1. Hold here. And as you inhale, start to bring your knees back up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly lower. 4, 3. Bring your heels towards the mat to hover for 2, 1. Inhale, slowly come back. Now if it helps to lift your shoulders, you can extend your fingertips long in front of you as you start to use your low core here as engagement. We're lowering and lifting. You're here for 4. Full body stretch here as you slowly lower and lift in 3. You're out in 2. And 1, release down. Take a nice full body stretch. Release your arms overhead. Point your toes towards the front of the room. Feel the length of your spine as you extend your fingertips towards the back of the room. As you inhale, start to bring your knees in towards your chest. And as you exhale, start to rock and roll the length of your spine. Gain enough momentum here to meet me in a tabletop position. So come to all fours. Bring your hands and knees into the mat. Spread your knees, hips width distance apart as you bring your shoulders over your wrists. As you spread your fingertips wide, think broaden through your shoulders and send the crown of your head forward, pop up through your chest. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat pose. Round through your spine as you push the mat away from you. Think bringing the top of your head towards the mat as you round and arch through your shoulders. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. We'll take one more round breath to movement. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale to your neutral tabletop position. As you inhale, reach your right fingertips overhead. Peel your chest towards the right side of the room. Bring your gaze towards your fingertips. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your right fingertips over towards the left. Bring your right shoulder towards the earth. Keep your hips lifted. Now maybe you stay here. Maybe you start to walk your left fingertips out in front of you. Feel the stretch through your left shoulder and also through your right as you stay plugged in. Soften your gaze. Take this wherever you need to go. Perhaps you take a half bind for your low hip with your left palm, or just stay here, relish in this moment. Take one more breath on your journey. As you exhale, start to ground down to your left palm. Then as you inhale, re-extend your right fingertips overhead. As you bring your gaze up towards the sky, start to invite some movement in towards your wrists. Take circles from one direction and then the other. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release down, tabletop position. As you inhale, reach your left fingertips overhead. Bring your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Send your left fingertips towards the right side of the room. Rest your left temple, your left shoulder as you perhaps walk your right fingertips or take anything you may have on the other side. Notice how this side chooses to show up for you in this moment. Recognize without judgment what is happening in your body in this very moment. Tune into this presence. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly bring yourself back, ground down through your right palm. Inhale, re-extend your left fingertips overhead. And as you breathe, start to bring some circular movements in towards your left wrist. One direction and then the other as you take another breath in. Exhale, release back down, tabletop position. As you inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, bear pose. Lift your knees just 1 to 2 inches off of the mat as you hover here in your tabletop. Now claw the earth, so bend into your fingertips to come onto the tips of your fingers. To protect your wrists, then bring your elbows in towards one another. As you start to press the earth away, bring your belly button in towards your spine. Keep your low core engaged as you hover. You're here for 4, 3, down dog in 2. 1, downward facing dog. Extend your hips high as you exhale. Start to bring your heels towards the mat as you maybe walk out one leg and then the other. Perhaps you bend to both knees here to hover off of the mat. Then as you exhale, start to re-extend your heels, re-extend your tailbone up towards the sky. Rotate your biceps in towards your ears as you press the earth away with the bottoms of your palms. As you grind down through your thumb and index finger, the more you lengthen up through your tailbone, think melting your chest towards your thighs. Then soften your gaze between the back of your thighs and breathe. Come to this stillness, to this pause. As you inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Slowly tiptoe your feet in towards your wrists. Keep your feet hips width distance apart. As you grab for alternate elbows, then bend your knees a lot. Let your belly drape over your thighs. Release your neck and the crown of your head towards the mat. Shake your head no, shake your head yes as you bend into one leg and then the other. Maybe shift your weight into your toes here as you trust your balance. Trust yourself to fold a little deeper. Big breath in. Exhale, release your fingertips down to the earth. Start to toe heel your feet together so there's a sliver of space between your feet. Come to this forward fold. Keep a generous bend in your legs here so that your fingers can be supported on your mat. And as you inhale, gently start to roll up to stand. Stack vertebrae on top of vertebrae. Your head is last to rise. Exhale, Samasthiti. Stand in attention at the top. Bring your thumbs to heart center as you close your eyes. We'll take this a moment to come back to our intention. How can you be fully immersed in the most present version of yourself throughout your practice? And as you leave here today, can you practice being completely tuned into this present version of you? Take a deep inhale through the nose. Fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more as a team, deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. We'll start to flow, friends. Gently open your eyes. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Reach your fingertips overhead, pause and breathe. Bring the weight down through your heels as you engage through your kneecaps to lift your thighs, engage through your quads. Then shift your pelvis forward. Rotate your shoulders over your hips, and then bring your pinkies in towards one another to relax your shoulders down your back. Nice, team, take a breath in. Exhale, steeple grip overhead. Bring your palms together, interlace your fingers, and bring your pointer and thumb finger towards the sky. Keep your biceps by your ears. Take a breath in, re-engage. Exhale, side bend to the right. Bring your hips squared. Just rotate your pointer and thumb finger towards the right side of the room. Feel this opening through your left side body, but continue to root down through both heels evenly to feel this stretch as you start to square your hips. Inhale brings you back through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Start to bring your grip towards the left. Keep your biceps by your ears as you keep your heart lifted towards the wall in front of you. Keep your pelvis shifting forward as your heart is lifted. Inhale, come back through center with your steeple grip. Exhale, baby back bend. Start to goal post your arms as you release your steeple grip. Now bring your elbows in line with your shoulders. Keep your heart lifted towards the sky as you send your hips forward towards the front of the room. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Reach your fingertips overhead, grow nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Make your way down to the mat. Maybe your thumbs come through heart center as you lead your fingertips towards the earth. Keep a generous bend here. Start to get into your hamstrings as you shift into your toes. Inhale, high, halfway lift. Bring your palms into your thighs. Press your palms into your thighs, then send your tailbone back as you send the crown of your head forward. Bring your gaze towards the ground as you squeeze your shoulder blades together to create one line of energy. Big breath in. Exhale, high plank, hold here. Start to plant your hands, step your feet back. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, then send your palms forward and your heels back here to start to engage through your core and your biceps. As you inhale, shift forward about 1 inch. Bring your elbows in towards your mid-body, then lower slowly all the way down to your belly. Now flip your feet into the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Little to no weight in your palms, lift your chest and breathe. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, then really press into your feet, almost as if your kneecaps are lifting off of the mat to lift your chest a little higher. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly release down, bring your chin towards the mat. Now uncurl your toes. Inhale, high plank, press up towards your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Team will move a little faster here, listen for the change. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step or float your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose, root to rise. Exhale, steeple grip overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, baby back bend, goal pose to your arms, lift your heart. Inhale, extended mountain pose, reach up tall. Exhale, forward fold, make your way back down. Inhale, high, halfway lift, bring your palms to your thighs, press in, create that flat back. Exhale, high to low plank, this time chaturanga. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Now stay firm through your foundation as you shift forward, lower down halfway. Keep your elbows tucked in towards your mid-body. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press into the tops of your feet to lift your kneecaps. Straighten your arms as you broaden your collarbones, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, downward facing dog. Curl your toes, send your hips back high towards the sky. Friends, we'll move again, one breath, two, one movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, steeple grip. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist to the right, side bend. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Plant your hands. Move through your flow, your vinyasa. Noting that you can take any variation that's calling to you, whether that's child's pose, coming right to downward facing dog, or taking cobra. This is your journey. We'll start to add on. As you inhale, lift your right leg high towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Point your toes, square your hips as you continue to press into both palms. Take another breath in. Exhale, scorpion your dog. Send your heel towards the left side of the room. Stay firm through both palms here to square your shoulders. To stack your hips, bring your heel towards the left side of the room. Inhale, re-extend left leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. We're on our right leg. Inhale, extend your right leg high. Exhale, runner's lunge. Softly step your right foot in between your hands. Bring your heel to touch, then your toes towards the mat. Think little to no weight in your fingertips as you keep your core engaged off of your thigh. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Reach your fingertips overhead towards the sky, pause and breathe. Send your left hip forward. Sink into both legs here as you keep a micro bend in your back leg. Rotate your pinkies, bring your shoulders over your hips. Lift your heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, eagle arm. So bring your right arm under your left. You're in your crescent with your eagle arm variation.
So you have options here. You can take a bear hug with both shoulders, grabbing your palms on both shoulders. You can take a single wrap with your arms, or double wrap by bringing your palms together. Be mindful to keep your elbows away from your shoulders and your forearms away from your face. Feel that stretch through your shoulders. So we're still in our crescent lunge, just with eagle arms. Big movement coming. Take a breath here as you ground down through your front foot. Exhale, eagle airplane. Shift forward with your eagle arms, lifting your left leg with control off of the mat. Now point your left toes down. Keep your elbows in line with your shoulders. Keep your forearms rooting up and away from your face as you feel that stretch through your shoulders. Keep your glutes of your left leg engaged. Take one more breath in. Exhale, forward fold to the front of your mat. Drop your fingertips, step your left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, reach up. Sink low into your heels. Maybe your toes even lift off of the mat. Bring your biceps by your ears, curl your pinkies in. Maybe you goal post your arms if your shoulders are tight. Now as you draw your tailbone down, shift your pelvis forward to lift your heart. Big breath in. Exhale, chair plane. Reach your fingertips behind you. Squeeze your biceps together in towards your spine and reach your fingertips back towards the back of the room. Keep your heart lifted, keep your gaze soft. Ground down through your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, lift your left leg high. As you reach your fingertips tall, breathe, bring your left knee in line with your hip. Really flex your toes here to feel that activation from your hamstring and your quad. Maybe you lift your knee 1 inch higher. Keep your thighs squeezing in. Recruit the muscles of your glute to lift 1 inch higher. Take another breath in. Exhale, double lunge. Start to bring your left toes, float them towards the back of the room with control. Then bring your thumbs to heart center as you bend into both legs. Feel your left thigh turn on as you start to rotate it towards the front of the room, then bend 1 inch deeper. Continue to press into your front heel. Take another breath in. Breath out, sink 1 inch lower. Inhale, star pose towards the left side of the room. Bring your heels in, your toes out, burst open. Send your fingertips towards opposite sides of the room as you lift your heart. Breathe. Expand through your chest. Stay rooted through your heels. Take a breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the back of the room. So cartwheel your hands to frame out your left foot. Bring your toes to point towards the back of the room. Stay firm here with little to no weight in your fingertips. Continue to lift your core. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale, crescent lunge towards the back of the room. Bring your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Spiral your pinkies in. We've been here before. Breathe. Take a breath in. Exhale, chair plane. Step your right foot forward. Reach your fingertips towards the back of the room. So we're now on chair plane in the back of the room. Stay fired up through your heels as you sink low. Commit to that engagement of your legs. Now start to ground down through your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Reach your left leg high. Bring your knee in line with your hip. Point your toes. Reach your fingertips overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, double lunge. Start to float your left toes once again towards the back of the room. Bring your thumbs to heart center. Bend into both knees. We'll be moving around the mat here today and getting a lot into our hips. So continue to breathe and listen carefully to where we are going next, allowing you to stay into this present version of yourself. Take another breath in. Breath out. Inhale, star pose towards the left. So you're bringing your heels and your toes out. You're rotating towards the opposite side of the room. Burst open. Big breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge brings you towards the front of the room. You're now framing out your left foot at the front of your mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank, hold here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring your right knee towards your right elbow. Tap in. Inhale brings you back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. We take it center, right, center, left here for 4. Take this at your own pace for 3. Downward facing dog in 2. Use your core a lot here, and 1. Downward facing dog, extend your hips high. We'll take it on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. 3-legged dog, point your toes. Exhale, scorpion your dog. Send your heel over towards the right this time. So your left hip is stacking over your right. We're getting a lot into our hips here to open up. So can you start to send your heel out as you stack your hips and press into both palms. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, crunch in. Make that engagement here as you round your shoulders. Inhale, left leg lifts high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, runner's lunge with control. Launch your foot forward. Bring your heel first, then your toe to touch. Inhale, high crescent lunge, root to rise. Breathe here as you start to work your right hip back, your left hip forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, eagle on the left, eagle arm. So you're in your crescent lunge with eagle arms. So bring your left arm under this time for a bear hug, grabbing both shoulders, a single wrap here, or a double wrap as you clasp your palms together. Once again, how can you tune in here? Can you bring your elbows in line with your shoulders, bring your forearms away from your face? Soften your gaze, focus your attention. Take a breath in, start to ground down through your front foot. Exhale, eagle airplane, launch forward into your left toe pads as you lift your right leg. Drop your right hip in line with your left as you rotate down. Then bring your pointer finger and your pinky edge side of your foot down towards the mat to square your hips. Lift 1 inch higher as you squeeze your glutes over your back leg. One more breath in, team, you got this. Exhale, forward fold, step forward, reach your fingertips towards the front of the room. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Reach your fingertips overhead, sink nice and low. Breath in. Breath out, one more breath in. Exhale, chair plane, reach your fingertips behind you. This time we'll start to stabilize through your left foot, but can you sink 1 inch lower? Inhale, one-legged mountain pose with your right leg high. Bring your right knee in line with your hip. Point your toes, reach your fingertips overhead. Find your drishti, your stillness. Keep your core engaged here, stay rooted through your left heel. Activate through your left glute as well. Take a breath in. Exhale, double lunge. Slowly with control, work your right toes towards the back of the room. Move with control softly as you keep your core engaged. Then draw your thumbs to heart center as you bend into your back leg and bend into your front leg. Think crescent lunge in your front leg, but your back leg is also bent. You're firing up here as you rotate your right hip forward. Feel your psoas turn on. Breathe. Feel that connection. Take a breath in. Breath out, sink 1 inch lower. Inhale, star pose, rotate towards the right. Bring your heels in, your toes out, lift your fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the back of the room. Curl your hands to frame out your right foot. Pivot your toes so they're facing towards the back of the room. You're facing towards the back. Inhale, high crescent lunge, reach up. Bring your fingertips back overhead. Exhale, chair plane. Step your left foot forward. Reach your fingertips behind you so your left heel comes to touch your right. Bring your fingertips back. Now, can you reach 1 inch back as you start to bring your biceps in, lift your heart. Ground down through your left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Lift your right leg high. Bring your right knee in line with your hip as you point your toes. Really dorsiflex through your foot. Breath in. Exhale, double lunge, bringing your right toes back once again, then start to melt your thumbs to heart center. Take a breath in. As you exhale, sink 1 inch lower. Inhale, star pose, burst, open towards this side of the wall as you bring your heels and your toes out. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the front of the room. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank and hold. You know where we're going. Team breath in. Exhale, right knee taps to right elbow. Inhale brings you back. Exhale, tap to left elbow. We take it right, center, left, center here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Friends, we'll start to flow. 1 breath, 2, 1 movement. Then you'll get a little break. Stay with me. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, scorpion your dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Make that connection. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step through with control. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, eagle arms. Bring your right arm under your left for whatever wrap you choose. Now take a breath in. Power up through your front foot. Exhale, eagle airplane, shift forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward, fold, step to the front of your mat, release your fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, lift your fingertips overhead. Exhale, chair plane, reach back. Ground down through your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, the left leg lifts. Exhale, double lunge, bring your left toes towards the back of the room with control. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the back of the room. Frame out your left foot towards the back. Inhale, high crescent lunge, reach your rise towards the back of the room. Exhale, chair plane, step your right foot forward, reach your fingertips back. Ground down through your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, left leg high. Exhale, double lunge, sink your left toes towards the back of the room, sink low. Inhale, star pose, rotate over towards the left. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the front of the room. Now take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. We'll take these mountain climbers, so take a breath in. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, center, exhale, left. We're here for 4, 3, you're almost there for 2. And 1, downward facing dog. We got one more side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, scorpion your dog. Inhale, left leg extend straight long. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, runner's lunge, step through with control. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, eagle arms on the left, left arm comes under. Take a breath in. Exhale, eagle airplane lunge forward, bring your right leg high. Take a breath in, reach your leg 1 inch higher. Exhale, forward, fold step to the front of your mat, release your fingertips. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, chair plane, reach your fingertips back. Stabilize through your left foot. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, reach your right knee in line with your head. Exhale, double lunge, float your toes towards the back of the room, sink low, bring your thumbs to heart center. Inhale, star pose, burst open. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the back of the room. Pause here, inhale, high crescent lunge, root to rise. Exhale, chair plane, step forward, bring your left foot to meet your right, reach your fingertips back. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, right leg lifts. Exhale, double lunge. Bring your thumbs to heart center, sink low. You're almost there, team. Inhale, star pose, burst open towards the right. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the front of the room, brings us back. Breath in. Exhale, high plank. Take an inhale here. Last round of mountain climbers. We take it right, center, left, center. Exhale. Exhale here for 4. Child's pose in 3. Child's pose in 2. And 1 comes to child's pose. Drop your knees, bring your big toes to touch. Draw your knees out wide as you bring your sit bones towards your heels. This is your break here, so towel off, grab some water. Everyone doing good? Thumbs up, everyone? Cool. If there's any problem, you can always unmute yourself, but I'm gonna keep you guys muted for the music. So take what you need here in this moment, connect to your present. We'll all meet back in a downward facing dog in just about 4 breaths. Now we're gonna just move through that sequence of 1 more time, making little changes, and then we'll start to move on. We're getting a lot into our hips, which will prepare us for flying pigeon later on in class. So we'll all meet back in downward facing dog in 4. We'll keep it moving in 3. Hips high in 2. And 1, come to your downward facing dog.
You got this, team. Inhale, lift your right leg high. 3-legged dog. Exhale, scorpion, your dog. You've been here before. Inhale, re-extend right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, crunch in. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, runner's lunge, softly step through. Inhale, high, crescent lunge. Exhale, eagle arms on the right. Bring your right arm under your left over. Then pause here. Once again, bring your elbows away from your face, your forearms in line with your elbows. Now take a breath in. As you exhale, crunch your elbows in towards your knee. Keep your core engaged, almost round through your shoulders as if you're in cat pose. Inhale, lifts you back up. Exhale, crunch back down. We'll take this one more round. Inhale, lifts you back up. Exhale, crunch elbow towards your knees, land in your eagle. Inhale brings you back up through center. Keep your eagle arms. We'll start to flow through what we know. So start to ground down through your front foot as you inhale. Exhale, eagle, airplane, launch forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair plane. Ground down through your right foot. Inhale, 1-legged mountain pose. Left leg lifts. Listen here for the change. Exhale, standing figure 4. Cross your left heel over your right thigh. Draw your thumbs to heart center and breathe. Now, as I said, we're getting into our hips here. So this is starting to work us open towards exploring flying pigeon. So I invite you to just stay here in layer 1 as we start to work open our hips in this process. Stay in the now, stay in this present version of you. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1-legged mountain pose. Reach your fingertips overhead. Bring your knee in line with your head. Exhale, double lunge. Float your left toes back towards the mat. Bend into your knees. Thumbs to heart center. Inhale, star pose. We've been here before. Burst open. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the back. Frame out your left foot. We pause once again. Now ground down through your right palm. Inhale, easy twist. Lift your left fingertips towards the sky. Bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Continue to square your hips here. Now take another breath in. Exhale, horizon lunge. Start to bring your fingertips towards the back of the room. Then come onto the knife edge side of both feet. As you point your toes towards the left wall, start to work your hips over towards the left. Feel this opening through your hips. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, start to lower your hips towards the mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower, taking small movements here. They're not very big, so we're just pulsing our hips. We lower and lift. Exhale, inhale here for 4, 3, runner's lunge to the back into. 1, take a breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge brings you towards the back of the room. Inhale, high crescent lunge. We keep it moving. Exhale, chair plane. Step forward with your right foot. Reach back. Now stabilize through that right foot. Inhale, 1-legged mountain pose. Left leg lifts. Exhale, double lunge. Float your left toes back. Bring your thumbs to heart center. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the front of the room. Take a breath in. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Plant your left foot back. Come through your high plank, then move through your vinyasa of your journey, your choice. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. We got one more side, and then we'll start to move on. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, scorpion your dog. Stack your hips and your heel over towards the right. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Make that connection. Inhale, left leg high, 3-legged dog.
Exhale, runner's lunge, softly step through. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, eagle on the left. Bring your left arm under this time. Take whatever arm variation that feels good in your body. Take a breath in as we pause. Exhale, bring your elbows towards your thigh or your knee. Land your eagle. Inhale, starts to lift. Keep that core engaged as you lift up your chest. Exhale, start to crunch back in. Slowly with control, we take it one more round. Inhale, lengthen and back up. Lift your chest. Exhale, start to bring your elbows towards your thigh. Inhale brings you back up. Start to ground down through your front foot. Exhale, eagle, airplane, launch forward. Keep your right leg lifted. Breath in. Exhale, forward fold, step forward. Release your fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair plane. Grab down through your left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Reach your right leg high. Exhale, standing figure four. Draw your thumbs to heart center. Cross your right heel over your left thigh as you sink low. Now, the deeper you bend into your left leg, the more you'll be able to rotate through your right knee as you square your hips. Bring your toes to point towards the wall that's in front of you with your right toes to square off your hips towards the front. Keep your heart lifted. As you draw your tailbone down, think as if you're in your chair pose. We're here for 3. Send your breath to this tension here in 2. 1, inhale, one-legged mountain pose, root to rest. Exhale, double lunge, start to float your right toes back. We got one more side of this, you're almost there, team. Thumbs to heart center, bend deep. Inhale, star pose, burst open. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the back. We're framing out our right foot. Inhale, high crescent lunge, reach up. Facing the back. Exhale, chair plane. Step your left foot forward. Reach your fingertips behind you. Stabilize through your left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, right leg lifts. Exhale, double lunge, brings you right back. Inhale, star pose, open up towards the right. Exhale, runner's lunge towards the back of the room. Now pause here. So we're gonna ground down through our left palm. Inhale, easy twist. Lift your right fingertips high. Exhale, horizon lunge. Start to come onto that knife edge of your feet. Bring your fingertips back, square your hips towards the front, towards the side of the room as you walk your fingertips towards the back. Keep your fingertips in line with your shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge brings you back. Take an inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Step back, move through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to nose, hold here. We take our knee towards our right elbow, then back to your knee. We take it right, center, runner's lunge in 4. Step forward in 3. Land your foot in between your hands in 2. And 1, runner's lunge, step forward with control. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, draw your thumbs to heart center. As you inhale, puff up through your chest. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Hook your left elbow towards the outside of your right knee. Always an option, friends, to drop down to your back knee to focus more on the twist, or to stay lifted here, think really squeezing your thighs together. Then press your palms in towards one another. Keep your elbows into one line of energy as you rotate through your upper torso. With every breath in, find that length. With every exhale, can you twist a little deeper? Take a big breath in, gaze towards the top of your mat. Exhale, pyramid variation. Frame out your front foot, just drop your fingertips, keep your legs right where they are. So there should be a generous bend here in your front leg. Your back heel is still lifted. You're getting a stretch from your front hamstring. So continue to lift your belly off of your thigh here, keep your core engaged. If you have blocks here, this is a nice time here to put some blocks on either side of your quadriceps so that you can frame out your front leg. Start to flex your back heel towards the back of your mat here to also get the stretch to the back of your left quad. Continue to breathe. You got this, team. Take one more breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, lizard lunge. Bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. Option to drop down to your back knee or stay lifted on your back knee here and your palms. Start to breathe. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale, slowly come back to your palms if you're not there already. Exhale, come to your high plank. Now listen here, stabilize through your left palm. Inhale, side plank, stack your heels, lift your fingertips towards the sky, so right fingertips lift. Now you can take this variation, you can drop down to your back knee, or maybe you take a tree variation by bringing the sole of your foot towards your calf or your thigh, being mindful of your knee. We're here for 4. High slow plank in 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga, plant your hands, come through your high plank, move through your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Reach your fingertips overhead. Exhale, chair plane. Sink low in your seat. Reach your fingertips behind you. Now stabilize through your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose with your left leg high. Exhale, standing figure 4. Cross your left heel over your right thigh and breathe. Now we're gonna get into the deeper stretch on this side. So we can hold here for just a moment, get into our hips, but you can see where we're going in just a minute. So option to stay here in layer 1, or start to take layer 2 by folding forward and then starting to bring your fingertips towards the mat. Now I'm here in layer 2. As you notice, my fingertips aren't really reaching all the way down towards the mat. So I'm working towards getting my hips open. Now, if you want to take it to layer 3 and start to fly your pigeon, you're gonna take your elbows and bring them right outside of your knee and your ankle. So you're gonna bend deep in towards your arms, think chaturanga arms. Bring your elbows in towards your mid-body, bend 90 degrees in your arms as you engage your core. And as you press the earth away, start to engage your core, then maybe you start to fly your right leg behind you. I can show a little variation here, or you can start to hold. So we're using our forearms and then starts to lift your back leg behind you, or maybe you start to straighten out your leg all the way. We're here wherever you choose to go in your journey for 4, 3, coming back into 1. Inhale, mountain pose. Drop your foot reach up tall. Exhale, forward fold, come back down to the mat. We have one more side, you're almost there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank chaturanga. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, let knee to nose, hold here. We tap left elbow, then your nose, we take it left. Center here for 4. 3, runner's lunge in 2. 1, step it forward, runner's lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, thumbs come to heart center, take a breath in. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge towards the left. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Again, team, option to drop down to your back knee. Start to focus on the back, the twist of your back here, or stay lifted as you focus on the engagement of your low core and your thighs squeezing together. Every breath in, lengthen. With every exhale, rinse out your spine. Take one more inhale. Exhale, pyramid variation towards the front. Frame out your front foot.
Stay lifted here through your hips. So rotate your tailbone up as you bring your chest down towards your thigh. Square your hips, so once again, rotate your left hip back, your right hip forward. Big breath in. Exhale, lizard lunge. Bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. How can you challenge yourself here? Maybe stay lifted onto your palms or not here for long. So can you stay lifted here for just a moment as you stay lifted on your knee and come to your palms. Take a breath in. Breath out, inhale, come to your palms if you're not there already. Lift off of your back knee. Exhale, high plank, step back, step back, step back, back. This palm. Inhale, side plank. Stack your heels. Lift your left fingertips. Claw the earth with your right palm to protect your wrists. Then power up through your bottom heel as you power up and lift your hips high. Maybe stay here, maybe take that tree variation you did on the other side, or honor the space within your body that what you need in this moment is right where you need to be. Here for 3. High to low plank in 2. 1, chaturanga, plant your hands, move through your flow. Second to last chaturanga, you're almost there. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Reach your eyes, reach up. Exhale, chair plane, sink into your seat, reach your fingertips back. Stabilize through your left foot, this time last side. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, right leg lifts. Take a breath in. Exhale, standing figure 4. Bring your thumbs to heart center, cross your right heel. Lift your heart. Sink your tailbone low. Options to stay here, options to get into any other layers. So layer 2 is to fold forward. Layer 3 is to plant your hands. Think chaturanga arms as you start to take flight in your vision. Wherever you choose to go, we're gonna be here for 4. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Lift your right leg. Drop your right foot, rather. Inhale, extended mountain pose. So we're at the top of our mats, reaching up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold, make your way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga, last one of class. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop down to your knees. Option to take a quick towel break, grab some water. We're gonna meet all the way onto our backs. Everyone's still doing good? Awesome. So going to make your way all the way down to your back. And once you've made your way there, start to bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And we'll start to cool it down. So start to rock from side to side. Then bring your knees over your hips. Now you can bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Then cross your right heel over your left thigh for figure 4. Now start to interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. You can stay here with your soles of your feet onto the mat, or start to bring your knee in towards your chest as you stack your knee over your hips. Press your heel in towards your thigh. This should already feel really nice as we started to open up through our hips a lot. Now take a breath in. As you exhale, start to twist, bring your legs towards the left. So you're bringing your right foot towards the left side of the room as you goalpost your arms. So you're taking this spinal twist here. Bring your foot towards the mat, goalpost your arms as you bring your gaze towards the right side of the room, if that feels nice. Start to root down through your heel, feel this opening through your hips and this gentle twist from your spine. Inhale, start to bring your knees back to center. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Then once again, release your feet towards the mat. Take figure 4 on the left. So cross your left heel over your right thigh. You now start to interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. And as you exhale, start to bring your knee in towards your chest if that feels nice in your
Hips should be pretty open after all this movement. So recognize how you feel different than when you first stepped in. Take a breath in. Exhale, let your legs fall towards the right for the spinal twist. Go post your arms to, or bring your arms out to a T. Just be mindful to glue your shoulders towards the mat here to find this twist from your low spine. Option to gaze towards the sky or towards the left side of the room. As you inhale, start to bring both knees in towards your chest. As you exhale, let your feet come to the mat once again. We'll take one last back bend here, rather 2 rounds. So option for bridge the first round, and then I'll give you the option to take wheel if that's in your practice. So let your arms fall long, bring your fingertips towards the front of the room, walk your heels in. As you exhale, let all the air leave your body. Inhale, bridge pose, squeeze your thighs. Press into your heels, lift your hips high. Maybe you interlace your fingers behind your sacrum. Round your shoulders, lift your chin off of your chest. Take another breath in. Exhale, slowly roll down to the mat. We'll take one more back bend, friends of your choice. Option to take bridge or if wheel is in your practice, go there now. We'll exhale, let all the air leave your body here. Inhale, bridge or wheel, lift your hips. Maybe you can even take a restorative by bringing a block under your hips. Here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down, slowly roll down. As you inhale, bring your knees in towards your chest. Exhale, happy baby pose. Grab for your ankles or the inside or outside arches of your feet. Bring your feet up towards the sky. Let your knees out wide. Start to rock and roll the length of the back and forth rather on your sacrum. Here, give your low back some love. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release the bind. And as you inhale, draw your knees in towards your chest one last time. Give yourself a tight squeeze as you wrap your forearms around your shins. Bring your knees in towards your lips as you smile, nice and wide. Bring the corners of your smile towards your ears. Then squeeze your face. Squeeze every muscle in your body. As you take one last deep breath in, exhale, Shavasana, come to lie all the way down onto your mat. Let your arms and legs fall long. Allow yourself to become completely heavy here. And friends, know that your thoughts may come up here, but how can you start to tap into the space between your thoughts? Start to find comfort in tuning in to this present moment. I will call you out when it is time. Hands when you are ready. And only when you are ready, gently start to invite your way back into this space. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists, your ankles. And as you inhale, find a good morning stretch. Reach your fingertips overhead. Feel the length through your spine. As you exhale, roll onto your favorite side in a fetal pose. Bend your knees, rest on your side. Bring your forearms to your face as a pillow. And as you close your eyes, connect to this moment. Take gratitude in this very moment of your practice. Not thinking of where you need to go or where you have been, but just relishing in this present version of how you feel, honoring this space without judgment. And once you have done this, gently start to press your way up to an easy seat, Sukhasana. Come to cross your legs, sit up nice and tall as you draw your thumbs to heart center. I invite you to close your eyes here as we take 2 breaths together to seal out our practice. Deep breath in through the nose, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it out. Friends, thank you so much, as always, for allowing me to guide you through your practice. It is always an honor and a privilege of mine to be able to share this practice with all of you. We draw our thumbs to our third eye, the space between our eyebrows, the seat of love, of intuition, of hope. Know that the light, student and teacher in me, honors, loves, and sees the light, student and teacher in each and every one of you. From my heart to yours, we bow and say, Namaste.
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 Thank you all. I hope you had a great class. If you have any questions or feedback, always let me know. Sorry I ran a minute or 2 over. I just wanted to give you guys a nice Shavasana. I hope to see you all soon. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye. Love you all.